I'm Nathan Carlson, and this is my wife Amanda. I'm the senior pastor at McKnight UMC. We want to welcome you and thank you for watching this DVD. We're going to be telling you today about some of the history of McKnight UMC, some of our vision and passion for the future, and inviting you to come out and join us on September 16th, 2012 from 9 to 4:30, our family block party and worship service. We hope that you get to know our family a little bit, the family of McKnight UMC, and that by doing so you'll understand a little bit more about our heart and our desire to make a difference in this community and throughout all of Pittsburgh. From the moment we were first married, Amanda and I felt a real strong calling to the city of Pittsburgh and ministry within the city limits. When we received the call about a year ago that we would be serving at McKnight UMC, we were excited and thrilled because it felt as our calling as a family was being confirmed.
We have a home in the neighborhood, and we actually met the minister. We've always been searching, and we felt like God was leading us to something, to fill a void in our lives, and we just came to church here, and we enjoyed the message, and we enjoyed the fellowship.
I've been a member here since probably 70. We moved to the North Hills to Shaler in 77. Probably started attending here sometime that year, so it's been 30 plus years.
Wow.
That I've been, raised my family here, seen a number of pastors come and go, so I've been a part of the congregation for a long time.
When we were little growing up, we always, if we weren't at home, we were at church. So we always, my grandfather's a Methodist minister, and so we were raised in the church. And with Nathan, we're doing such great things, and we go small to big here. But I love this place. These people are my home. They're my family.
And when we got here, we started talking to the people in the church and learning about the history and where they'd come from. And then they told us something about the passion that they have and the vision and the excitement that they have for the future here at the church as well. And together we learned that there's a lot more to this community than we ever realized. And so by doing that, we decided that we would start in the Ross Township area and that we would spread onwards towards Pittsburgh until the whole world was changed for Jesus Christ.
I am excited because for the first time in probably about 6 years, we have a pastoral family that has a vision beyond just continuing the same old, and does not seem to be thwarted by roadblocks that have been, to this point, kind of thrown in his path. He's very, he has a plan. He sees a vision, not just for this church, but the church in general, and the need for it to become a more visible presence in more people's lives, that we've got to meet people where they are.
I love traditional services, but if you want young people in, you gotta hip it up a little bit and bring some fresh new light, because we used to be like, well, it's always been done this way, and we can't do it that way, and we have to do it this way. And Nathan came in and was like, well, we don't always have to do it this way, and we can still do it this way, but there's other ways to do it and all that, and that's what I love about him. He's bringing fresh new life to the church.
Recognizing that many people have been hurt by the church, Christianity, and organized religion over the years, McKnight UMC has dedicated itself to doing things differently. We've thrown out the things that don't work. We've tried to throw out the attitudes and the feelings that cause so much pain. And we want to focus as a church community and as a congregation on reaching the felt needs, healing the pains, helping those who need help.
I just think for me, I knew that there was something missing. And, it's nice to have that one day a week to kind of sleep in and look in bed. Sunday's kind of the only day I have for that, but I knew I was missing something. And, when you get to that point and you're looking for a church, it's hard because you don't know what you're walking into. Even if you know the pastor and the pastor's wife, you don't really know what you're walking into. So I can definitely understand how hard it is for people who have not been in church. Maybe they left a church, maybe they were hurt by somebody, and now church is a bad thing. It's not associated with love and with kindness and with, people who are welcoming and friendly. So my my advice would be just to give it a try. You know, if you feel like there's something missing, if you feel like God is calling you and you feel like you need a place to be, I would say just try it. This is the place to try, for sure.
In my 6th grade year, I lost my babysitter, who was, we call her our grandmother because she was more of a grandmother figure to us. I lost her to leukemia, and I struggled with that a lot, and that kind of led me to church more. And then my 8th grade year, our cousin Bride passed away suddenly of a heart attack. So he was the big family person, got everybody together, and it was hard when he wasn't there, so that definitely helped me connect deeper with God. There's a lot of times that I struggle with that, questions, screaming. I actually had to sit down and talk with my youth group leader, and I asked her a question. I said, do you think it's okay to yell at God? And she, without a hesitation in her voice, she said, of course. And there's been a lot of that. I mean, my relationship with God's no easy stone path. It's rough, rugged, and winding, but it brings me to church every Sunday.
God wants a relationship with all of us, and it took me a long time to realize that, and I hope the people that are watching this video realize that sooner in life than I realized it. And you have to, the love that God has for you, once you realize that, it opens your heart and your mind to living the life that He wants you to live, and to care about others, and to love your neighbor, treat others as you want to be treated, and that's the message that we've received here, and I think it's a good message. And the people here, we believe, live that message as well, and that's why we're at
McKnight UMC has a history of over 60 years in Ross Township along McKnight Road. Throughout this history, we've seen many great achievements in the life of our congregation. We've served the community in many ways, through feeding and clothing, through reaching out and offering homes and hope to those in need. Our hope is that our future is just as bright, and that by partnering together, our family and your family will be able to see what God has in store for the transformation of this community and all of Pittsburgh.
one word. It's
tough. It really is. Wow.
I have a hard time with that one, John. I don't know.
People probably say amazing and things like that. It doesn't seem like it's enough to say amazing. It doesn't seem like it's enough to say wonderful. It is all those things, but it's also more. And for me, it's my life now. So maybe that's how I would sum up just life.
Cool.
There's not one word that could describe this church. You can't capture in a word or a picture or anything like that. There's a whole universe of words out there. So be wow, fantastic, splendid, ginormous, loving, judgeless, all those good words all in one.
Believers. I would say believers is the one word.
Well, I'm rather new to the church. And when I walked in through these doors the first time, everyone's so welcoming and loving and really receptive of you. So that's your first experience when walking into the church. And that same feel is downstairs in our children's ministry area. Just spreading love onto the children.
Caring. I see it on a lot of levels. I see caring member to member. I see caring of members going outside of our church, whether it's in a feeding program, whether it's in their jobs, continuing to care. In our life group, we make baskets that we give to people that are not members of our congregation, but we know maybe have just suffered a loss, or maybe they're battling an illness, and we just, leave this little basket with, comfort kinds of things in it, just a little note, letting you know that the congregation of McKnight Methodist Church is praying for you. And just our reputation within this village many people in this village who are not members here, when they come to functions that we have, I think they like having this church here. They get a good feeling. You know, when we did our little cookie walk last December, some of the people that came to buy cookies commented on the difference in the atmosphere here as opposed to some of the other ones they attended elsewhere where people were, you know, pushing and shoving, and, you know, it was just, and I hear this from people that come to our activities that, you know, well, you all just really seem to care about each other, and by extension, care about them when they're here too.
We have a lot planned for September 16th and moving forward. On September 16th, we're going to have activities for children, including a bouncy house. We'll be giving away t-shirts and backpacks as we try to help families to make it through the school year so that their children and your children will be really equipped to face the challenges of the day.
And this is a time that we're really opening up the doors to our community. If you haven't been to church for a while, September 16th is a great day to show up. Come and experience the children's ministry worship. Come and experience our new traditional worship or our new contemporary service. There's two different services. So wherever you feel comfortable, if you're more of a traditional church goer and that's what you've been, you know, grew up as, or if you haven't been to church in a while, try the contemporary worship. Just come. And then afterwards, there's going to be food, fun, games, bouncy houses, lots of different things going on for the whole family.
We have ministries for the entire family, kids, adults, youth, and seniors. You'll find that McKnight UMC is really a diverse congregation in age and background. We hope that you'll come out and find all that we have to offer on September 16th, and that you'll bring the children with you, of course. If you'd like more information, you can find us on Facebook at /McKnight UMC or on Twitter #McKnight UMCPGA. From our family to yours, we'd like to say welcome home. We'll see you on September 16th.
McKnight United Methodist Church, welcome home.
McKnight United Methodist Church, welcome home.
McKnight United Methodist Church, welcome home.
McKnight United Methodist Church, welcome home.